What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, it's Vaughn, and I am back. I told you guys I will be back with another video, and here I am. I want to start off by saying, already know, go ahead and grab you guys a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. Go ahead and get your snack so we can get warmed up and get ready to start session number 2, general knowledge. So today we're going to be going into questions 26 through 50. If you guys go back and look at my session 1, we had questions 1 through 25 in session 1. So session 2 will be questions 26 through 50. Did I say that right? So session 2 is going to be questions 26 through 50. And we already did the first 25 in session 1. So if you haven't seen that, please refer and go back to general knowledge session number 1. And I got me some coffee, you guys. And I'm going to have some coffee this morning. I'm a little tired. I work at night and I study during the day. So we're going to get started in a little bit. Just want you guys to go ahead and get you guys that snack or that beverage. And I'm going to have me some coffee. You guys like my cup? Yeah, I got it as a Christmas present like a couple of years ago from a coworker. I think it's a really cute cup. It's pretty big. Right. So remember, you guys, we're studying for the CDL. We're trying to get the CDL. We're going for the permit. And these classes may be like a little lengthy. So just be patient with me as we go through everything on these lengthy classes. And sorry, you guys. My bracelet is stuck. I have on this little cute, it's like a little skirt set. It's a top and bottom. And my bracelet got stuck. So this is the bracelet I was trying to maneuver. Ain't that something? But we got it. Yay. So back to what I was saying. The class is going to be split up in different sessions. We're going to go through general knowledge. We're going to go through combinations. And we're going to go through all that good stuff. So let's get the phone set up so we can get started. Remember, you guys, I want you guys to download the app. It's the CDL app. And it's the blue one. Let me find it. It's called CDL Prep. So if you refer back to one of my first videos, you'll see the app. Where I asked you guys to go ahead and download. We're going to be referring back to the CDL Prep. So let me get started. Get ready to get started with our session for today. So I'm going to show you guys the app. And the app is here. It's called CDL Prep. It's the blue one on the bottom. Click that. And we're going to go into the general knowledge. So, remember, if you guys got any comments, any questions, or any ideas on how I can make the class more exciting, just comment below and just let me know. And please like and subscribe to my video. And I thank you for the support. I really do. So this class is for us to get our permit. And as I go through each step of taking the test, I'm going to take you guys with me on this journey when we get ready to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, where we'll be taking the permit test before we actually go to school to get the license. So we're going to go into, if you go into the app, you'll see where there is a bunch of topics. So my classes will be doing general knowledge, we'll be doing combinations, and we will be doing air brakes. But right now we're just on the general knowledge, and we're going to go from question 26 through 50. And I already got it set up, so I'm just going to make sure. I'm going to jump to question 26. And you guys, there is ads on this app, so I cannot stop the commercial. So when their commercial come, I'll just pause and skip to the commercial. So without further ado, we'll start with question number 26, and this is the general knowledge session number 2, you guys, number 2. So question number 26 reads as follows: which of these is a good thing to do when steering to avoid a crash? And the answers that they give you are: stir with one hand so that you can turn the wheel more quickly, apply the brakes while turning, or don't turn any more than needed to clear what's in the way. Now I want to say, you guys, if you get the answer wrong, it's going to go red, but if you get the answer right, it's going to go on to the next question. So the right answer to this is going to be don't turn any more than you need to clear what's in the way. So I'm going to put the wrong answer in just on purpose, so you guys can see how it lights up if we get the wrong answer, okay? So we're going to do the wrong answer, and then we're going to do the right answer. So the wrong answer is apply brakes while turning. That's definitely not right. So we're going to click that, and it's wrong. Then I'm going to show you how it's going to light up red. Okay. See how that just lit up red? Because the right answer is don't turn any more than you need to clear what's in the way. And if you want to go to the bottom, you can see why. In section 217, driving emergencies, says that do not turn any more than needed to clear whatever is in your way. The more sharper you turn, the greater the chances of a skid or rollover. So I just wanted to show you guys how the app works if you get the wrong answer, okay? So we're going to click the right answer, which is the one I selected first. Don't turn any more than needed to turn what's in your way. So that was the right answer, but you know what I was saying. So we're going to jump to question number 27. Okay, question number 27 reads as follows: you should stop driving, and the choices that they give you is you should stop driving whenever you become sleepy, you should stop driving after 5 hours, or you should stop driving after 9 hours. And I'm going to give you guys a chance to read it. So my answer is you should stop driving whenever you become sleepy. Okay, you guys? So I'm going to go ahead and select whenever you become sleepy and submit that. And if you can see at the top, it gives us a score. So 2 questions, we're at 50% at the top. We got way more to go. So question number 28 reads as follows: which of these is not a good rule to follow when caring for an injured person at an accident scene? And the answers are: if a qualified person is helping them, stay out of the way unless you're asked to assist. Keep injured persons cool. Or move severely injured person if there is danger due to a fire or passing traffic. Now this one is where it becomes really tricky, you guys. So the question again was, which one of these is a good rule to follow when caring for an injured person at the scene of an accident? And the correct answer to this is going to be keeping the injured person cool. That's going to be the right answer. We're going to select that. Wow, you were up to 66%. Way to go. And that's only because we're not at that 100% because I selected the wrong answer on the first one. And I did that on purpose so you guys can see just how the app works. So question 29 says, you should avoid driving through deep puddles or flowing water. But if you must, which of these steps can help to keep your brakes working? And the choices that they give you are gently putting on your brakes while driving through the water. Choice number 1. Choice number 2 is applying hard pressure on both the brake pedal and the accelerator after coming out of the water. And choice number 3 is turning on your brake heater. So the question again was, you should avoid driving through deep puddles of flowing water, but if you must, which of these steps can help you keep your brakes working? And the correct answer is gently putting on the brakes while driving through the water. So we're going to select that. Got it right. 75% right, you guys. Question number 30. Way to go. You guys are doing really good. Which of these statements about drugs are true? Let me rephrase that. Which of these statements about drugs is true? And the answers are, the first answer is, use of drugs can lead to an accident and or arrest. A driver can use any prescription drug while driving. Amphetamines can be used to help a driver stay alert. So which one of these statements about drugs is true? And I'm going to go with the first one. The use of drugs can lead to an accident or an arrest. So we're trying to get the CDL license, you guys. We're not trying to lose it. So no drugs, no alcohol. Got it. Got it. Question number 31, and we're at 80%. And here is a commercial.
Everyone manages.
But give me just a moment.
So why are you investing in it?
Question number 31.
Everyone manages.
And it says, which of these is a good thing to remember when crossing or entering traffic with a heavy vehicle? And the choices that they give us are: heavy vehicles need larger gaps in traffic than cars. The best way to cross the traffic is to pull the vehicle partway across the road and block one lane while waiting for the others to clear. Or the last choice is, because heavy vehicles are easy to see, you can count on other drivers to move out of your way or slow down for you. So remember, the question was, which of these is a good thing to remember when crossing or entering into traffic with a heavy vehicle? And my answer is going to be, heavy vehicles need larger gaps in traffic than cars. I think that's going to be the best one. And I'm going to select it, and I'm going to submit it. Here we go. We did it. So now we're at question 32. 32, you guys. You guys got your drink? You got your snack? I got my drink. No snack. And stay tuned watching my videos, you guys, because I think I'm going to maybe start some other videos, maybe workout videos. It's time to get ready for the summertime. So way to go, summer. So back to what we were doing, which was question number 32. And it says, and we're at 83%. You are driving a heavy vehicle with a manual transmission. You have to stop the vehicle on the shoulder while driving on an uphill grade. Which of these is a good rule to follow when pulling it back in motion in the upgrade? And the answers are: let the vehicle roll backwards a few feet before you engage the clutch, but turn the wheel so that the back moves away from the roadway. Choice number 2 says, use the parking brake to hold the vehicle until the clutch engages. And choice number 3 says, keep the clutch slipping while slowly accelerating. Sorry, you guys. So my answer, remember the question was, you are driving a heavy vehicle with a manual transmission. You have to stop the vehicle on the shoulder while driving on an uphill grade. Which of these is a good rule to follow when putting it back in motion in the upgrade? So I'm going to say, use the park and brake to hold the vehicle until the clutch engages. That's my answer, and that's my final answer. And let's see what it says on that answer. Submit it. And we got it right. So we're at question number 33, you guys. 33. So we're at 85%. Way to go. You guys are still doing a good job. Way to go. So question number 33 says, you are driving a heavy vehicle. You must exit a highway using an off-ramp that curves downhill. You should, and the choices are, choice number 1, slow down to the posted speed limit for the off-ramp. Choice number 2, wait until you are in the curve before downshifting. Or choice number 3, slow down to a safe speed before the curve. Okay, so remember, the question was, you are driving a heavy vehicle. You must exit a highway using an off-ramp that curves downhill. You should, and my answer is going to be, I think you should slow down to a safe speed before the curve. So we're going to select that. Submit it. And we got it right. So now we're on question number 34. You guys are doing really, really good. Pat yourself on the back. All right, let's pat yourself on the back. So, I don't know what's going on with this bracelet, but this bracelet gotta go, you guys. It's gotta go. It was cute, but it gotta go. So now we're at question number 34. And 34 reads as follows. You must park on a side of a level, straight, 4-lane divided highway. Where should you place your reflector triangles? So if you got to park on a highway, where should you put your triangles? Okay. And the choice number 1 says, 1 within 10 feet of the rear of your vehicle, 1 about 100 feet to the rear of the vehicle, and 1 about 200 feet to the rear. Choice number 2 says you should place the triangles, 1 within 10 feet of the rear of the vehicle, about 100 feet to the rear of the vehicle, and about 100 feet to the front of the vehicle. And choice number 3 says, it gets a little confusing when they talk about all these numbers, right, y'all? Choice number 3 says you should place 1 within 10 feet of the front of the vehicle, 1 about 100 feet to the rear of the vehicle, and 1 about 200 feet to the rear. So remember, when you got these reflector triangles, you guys, you always want to place them in back of the vehicle. So we're going to look for the one that says everything is in the rear. So we're going to go with the first one. 1 within 10 feet of the rear of the vehicle, 1 about 100 feet to the rear, and 1 about 200 feet to the rear. So we're going to select that first choice. And we're going to submit it. And we got it right. So we're at question number 35, you guys. 35. You guys doing okay? You guys follow along? Am I moving too fast? Comment down below and let me know how I'm doing. So question number 5, and we're almost there. 35. We got 15 left to go. You are driving on a 2-lane road. An oncoming driver shifts into your lane and is headed straight for you. Which of these is most often the best action to take? The first choice is steer to the right. Second choice is hard braking. And the third choice is steer onto the left shoulder. So remember, you guys, the question was, you are driving on a 2-lane road. An oncoming driver shifts into your lane. So you're driving and somebody is coming into your lane. Which of these is the best action to take? So remember, you guys, you're driving straight, somebody's coming straight for you, and you have to make a set movement. So which one of them would be the best one for you to do? And I'm going to say steer to the right. So we're going to select steer to the right. We're going to submit it. Yay. And we got it right. So now we're on question 36, and we're at 90%. Way to go. So it's brake fade. That's it. Brake fade. That's the question. Brake fade. So the choices are, is a problem that only occurs with the drum brakes, or choice number 2 says, can be corrected by letting up on the brake for 1 to 2 seconds, then reapplying them, or can be caused by the brakes getting very hot. So the question was brake fade. What happens when your brake fades? What happens, you guys, when your brake fades? So I'm going to go with it can cause the brakes. It can be caused by the brakes getting too hot. That's the most reliable one for me right now. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to submit it. Way to go. 37 out of 240. You guys, we're on the mountain. We're climbing the mountain. She'll be climbing around the mountain. Here she comes. I'm coming, you guys. I don't even know if that song go like that, but anyway. Question number 37, and we're still at 90%. Which of these statements about engine overheating is true? So, choice number 1 says, you should never remove the radiated cap on a pressurized system until the system is cool. Number 2 says, antifreeze is not needed when the weather is warm. And choice number 3 says, you should never shut off an overheated engine until it cools. So remember, the question was, which of these statements about engine overheating is true? And just looking back at it, I'm going to go with choice number 1. And that said, you should never remove the radiator cap on a pressurized system until the system is cool. So that's the same thing like with a car. So like if you're overheating, do not take that radiator cap off. You're going to hurt yourself really, really bad. So I'm going to select that choice, and I'm going to submit it. And we got it right. Yay. We're on question number 38. Way to go. 91%. So which of these statements about overhead clearance is true? And the choices are, you should assume posted clearance signs correct. Choice number 2 says, if the road surface causes your vehicle to tilt towards objects at the edge of the road, you should drive close to the shoulder. And choice number 3 says, the weight of a vehicle changes height. So we're going to reflect back to the question. After reading all those, sometimes it get a little confusing, so you got to go back to the question. So going back to the question, which of these statements about overhead clearance is true? And my answer is going to be, the weight of a vehicle changes the height. So we're going to select that, and I'm going to submit. And we got it right. Way to go, you guys. We're on question number 39. 92%. Which of these statements about vehicle fire is true? So, in a cargo, it says, in cargo in a van or box trailer catches on fire, you should open the cargo door as soon as possible. So it's saying open the door when the fire happens as soon as possible. No. A burning tire should be cooled with water. Maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe. That's choice number 2. Choice number 3 says, if your engine is on fire, you should open the hood as soon as you can. Now, you guys, who do you know that is going to open the hood of the engine if it's on fire? Are you ready for your hood to catch on fire? Are you ready for your Your nose here is to catch on fire. I know I'm not. So we're going to reflect back to the question. Which of these statements about vehicle fires is true? So I'm going to go with a burning tire should be cool with water. So remember, if your tire catches fire, you can put your tire out with water. So I'm hoping that's right. I'm going to select it, and we're hope that the answer is going to be right. So let's go ahead and select it. And let's submit it. Yay, we got it right, and we're at question number 40. Way to go, you guys. You guys are still holding real strong. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. If nobody ever told you they were proud of you, I'm proud of you. Remember to please like and subscribe to my page. I'm just trying to teach you guys. CDL permit, as I teach myself. CDL permit. Welcome aboard. Question number 40. Back into it, you guys. If you must drive on a slippery road, which of these is a good thing to do in such a situation? And the choices are slow down gradually. Number 2 is apply the brakes when on curves. And number 3 is use a smaller following distance. So the question was, if you must drive on a slippery road, which of these is a good thing to do in such a situation? Slippery road. I'm going to say, slow down gradually, because if it's slippy, if it's slippy or slippery slope, you want to slow it down gradually. So we're going to select that, and I'm going to submit it, and let's see, we're going to be at question number 41. Way to go, you guys. You guys are doing good. Which of these statements about acceleration is true? Okay, so the choices are, when traction is poor, more power should be applied to the accelerator. Number 2, you should feel a jerky motion if you accelerate your vehicle properly. And number 3 is rough acceleration can cause mechanical damage. So reflecting back to the question, which of these statements about acceleration is true? And I'm going to go with rough acceleration can cause mechanical damage. So here we go. We're going to select that, and we're going to submit it. Way to go. Question number 42. We're almost there, you guys. So you need to take a break or anything. You need to grab a drink. You need to grab your snack. Take a little pause for just a second. Coffee is so good, you guys. So question number 42. Which of these statements about brakes is true? So let's see what the choices are. Choice number 1. The heavier a vehicle or the faster it is moving, the more heat the brake must absorb to stop it. Choice number 2. Brake drums cool very quickly when the vehicle is moving fast. Choice number 3. Brakes have more stopping power than when they get very hot. So which of these statements about brakes is true? And I'm going to go with, the heavier a vehicle or the faster it is moving, the more heat the brakes must absorb to stop it. So we're going to go with choice number 1. So let's see if we're going to get that right. And we're moving on up. Question number 43. When the roads are slippery, you must, and the choices are, choice number 1. When the roads are slippery, you should stop and test the traction while going uphill, make turns as gently as possible, or decrease the distance that you look ahead of your vehicle. Okay, so the question was, when the roads are slippery, you should, we're going to go with number 2. Make turns as gently as possible. Select that. Submit it. We're moving on to 44. 44, you guys. 44. Yes, 44. If you are checking your brakes and suspension system for a pre-trip inspection, which of these statements is not true? Cracked drums should be replaced. That's number 1. Number 2 says one missing leaf in a leaf spring can be dangerous. Or number 3, brake shoes should have brake fluid on them. So remember the question. Reflect back to your question, you guys. If you are checking your brakes and a suspension system for a pre-trip inspection, which of these statements is not true? So I'm going to go with number 3. Brake shoes should have brake fluid on them. I don't think so. So we're going to go with number 3. Submit it. And we're moving on up to question number 45. And we're at 94%, you guys. I don't know if it's going to be at 100 or not, because I purposely showed you guys if you get it wrong what happens. So we'll see what we'll be at. Actually, we're still good at 94%. We're passing right now. So question number 45 reads as follows. The driver's manual suggests several things to do when you pass a vehicle. Which of these is not one of them? And the choices are: assume that other driver does not see you. Number 2, at night, turn on your high beam before you start to pass and leave them on until you have completely passed the vehicle. Or choice number 3, lightly tap your horn. So, we want to go back to the question so we can fully, and I say fully, understand the question. You need to reflect back to the question, you guys. So the driver's manual suggests several things to do when you pass a vehicle. Which of these is not one of them? And I'm going to go with number 2. At night, turn on your high beam before you start the pass and leave them on until you have completely passed a vehicle. No, don't do that. How would you feel if you were driving on the road and somebody had their high beams on? You put your high beams on trying to get them to turn theirs off, but they don't want to turn theirs off, and then they just keep their high beams on, you keep your high beams on, and it's just terrible when you're passing each other. So definitely you don't want to blind the other person. So don't leave the high beams on when you passing someone. That's just rude. That's very, very rude. And I don't know why people do that, but some people just do it, and it's rude. So we're going to submit that. Question number 46. Oh, here come the numbers. Numbers get very tricky. Number 46. The distance that you should look ahead of your vehicle while driving amounts to the blank miles at normal highway speed. So, is it 1/8 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile, or 1/2 a mile? So the distance that you should look ahead of your vehicle while driving amounts to about 1/2 a mile at highway speed, 1/4 of a mile at highway speed, or 1/8. It's tricky. I'm going to go with 1/4. Let's hope that we get it right. I'm going to cross my fingers on this one. Hope that we get this one right, you guys, because when it comes to the numbers, it get very tricky. So we're going to submit that. And we got it right. Way to go, you guys. I totally guessed that. So question number 47. You are starting your vehicle in motion from a stop. Okay? As you apply power to the dry wheels, you start to spin. You should, and the answers are, take your foot off the accelerator and apply the brakes. Or number 2, try a lower gear. Or choice number 3, take your foot off the accelerator. So, you are starting your vehicle in motion from a stop. As you apply power to the dry wheels, they start to spin. You should, I'm going to say, take your foot off the accelerator. And I'm going to select that. And I'm going to submit it. And we got it right. Way to go, you guys. We're at 95%. That is awesome. Question number 48. Now, remember, you guys, when we go take the general knowledge test, there's going to be 50 questions only on the general knowledge part of it. So, out of 240 questions that you have to study, there's only going to be 50 questions on the test. Ain't that something, you guys? So, we're just going to continue with what we're doing. And we're on question number 48. So question number 48 reads as follows. Which of these is the most important thing to remember about emergency braking? Number 1 is, if the wheels are skidding, you cannot control your vehicle. Number 2, never do it without downshifting first. Or number 3, disconnect the steering axle brakes will keep your vehicle in a straight line during emergency braking. So remember, which of these is the most important thing to do? Let's start that question over. Which of these is the most important thing to remember when you're about emergency braking? So we're going to go with choice number 1. If the wheels are skidding, you cannot control your vehicle. I think that's it right there. This coffee got me a little juiced up, got me a little tongue twisting, you guys. So let's try number 1. If the wheels are skidding, you cannot control your vehicle. Okay. Submit that. And we're at question number 49, and we're at 95%. So that's awesome. So the question reads as follows. Which of these statements about tires and hot weather driving is true? You should inspect your tires every 2 hours or every 100 miles when driving in hot weather. The choice for number 2 says, the air pressure of a tire decreases, the temperature of the tire increases. So if it's saying that the air pressure of the tire decreases as the temperature of the tire increases. Decrease, increase, decrease, increase. Okay, that's a tongue twister. So, and choice number 3 says, if tires were too hot to touch, letting 5 or 10 pounds of pressure out will cool them down. We got the pressure out. So remember, the question was, which of these statements about tires and hot weather driving is true? And I'm going to go with choice number 1. You should inspect your tires every 2 hours or every 100 miles when driving in hot weather. So we definitely want to check tires, you guys. Ain't nothing like a bad tire, hot weather, and it's so hot and you got to get out that truck. Honey, I'd rather stay in the AC. So we're going to check them tires because we don't need no tire problems. So we're going to submit that and hope that it's right. Yay, we got it right. And we're at 95%. Now I believe at 95% you passed the test at the Department of Motor Vehicles. So that's awesome. So question number 50 reads as follows. Your vehicle is in a traffic emergency and may collide with another vehicle if you do not take action. Which of these is a good rule to remember in such a time? And the choices are, stopping is always the safest action in a traffic emergency. And choice number 2 says, I don't want you guys to get mixed up, so I got to say choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. So choice number 2 says, you can almost always turn and miss an obstacle more quickly than it is to stop. And choice number 3 says, leaving the road is always riskier than hitting another vehicle. So, remember, the question was, your vehicle is in a traffic emergency and may collide with another vehicle if you do not take any action. Which of these is a good rule to remember at such a time? And I'm going to go with number 2. You can almost always turn to miss an obstacle more quickly than it is to stop. So just imagine, turn it or just stop. you know, you got that heavy load, can you just stop, or can you just turn and try to miss it? I would turn and try to miss it. So we're going to go with choice number 2. We're going to submit that. And we got it right, you guys. So way to go. We are done. We are done with session number 2. And that was an awesome session, you guys. You guys did really, really well. And I really appreciate you following along with me. Remember to please and like and subscribe to my channel. And I will be back with session number 3. Session number 3 will be on questions number 51 through 75. So you guys, we're getting there. 51 through 75. So once again, thank you for taking this journey with me. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And welcome to Devonne's Learning CDL Prep with myself. And I'll see you guys later.